Hey everybody, I'm Janine Jensen. I think it's probably time to get down to the nitty-gritty and talk about some things that might piss you off, but that's okay, it won't kill you. Where you are right now in your life is a result of the decisions you've made. So probably a few of you right now are really pissed at me because you're saying, well, I didn't have control over what this person did to me, and I didn't have control over the car that crashed into me, and I didn't have control over my boss who's a jerk and fired me. And no, you didn't have control over that. What you did have control over is how you responded and reacted to all of those situations. So let's say your boss fires you. Yeah, he's a jerk. But maybe it was a really great opportunity for you that you weren't willing to do on your own. Maybe someone crashed into your car. Well, that sucks. But maybe now you get something fixed on your car that you couldn't afford to fix before. Everything has a positive and a negative side. Everything. And it's your choice what you choose to look at. Because in your life, what you choose to look at and where you put your energy and the thoughts that you put on either a positive or a negative spin is what you're going to receive. So you get to choose. That's the brilliance of this. We don't have any choice of the crap that happens to us, the stuff that befalls us, and the issues and the problems we have to deal with. Absolutely beyond our control. But what is in our control absolutely is how we respond. And you get to choose, am I going to let this bring me down? Or am I going to choose to find a positive out of this? Learn a lesson. Listen, everything in your life that happens to you, good and bad, mostly the bad stuff, is there to teach you a lesson. The problem is when you get really stubborn, like I've been known to be, you'll get a little tap at first. Hey, you need to kind of check yourself on this. And then it might be a push. Hey, that's not what we need you to do here. Then it might be a shove. And then if you keep it up and you are not paying attention to the lessons that the universe is trying to tell you, you just might get a cosmic frying pan upside the head. And those suck because I've had enough of those because I've been very stubborn in my life and refusing to see what the universe is putting out there for me. And when you do that, you encounter resistance. So the reason you're pissed off and the reason you're unhappy and the reason things aren't working out is because you're not listening to the lessons that the universe is so kindly giving you. And your life would be a lot easier if you would just kind of go along with the flow and say, you know, maybe that's not what I was thinking or what I had in mind, but frankly, what the hell do you know anyway? We all run around with this idea of what we think we want and what we think we want to do and who we want to be, but that isn't necessarily congruent with what your sole purpose is. You might have been put here to do something completely different, and if you're not on that path, you're going to keep getting the cosmic frying pans upside the head until you finally decide to make a pivot and move in a different direction. So my suggestion is, first of all, to accept everything that's happened to you. Just because you accept it does not mean that you like it, that you agree with it. You're just being in the energetic flow of what is. The minute you resist what's happening is when you have anxiety. That's when you get depression. That's when you start drinking. That's when you start doing all the things you shouldn't be doing. All you need to do is accept what is. You'd be surprised the peace and the calm and the flow that just goes with that. Once you accept everything, then you can be open to new doors and new possibilities that are opening for you. It's really amazing when you just step back out of your ego and you let your soul take over. Because the ego isn't there to help you. Your ego is just there to keep you safe and small and fearful. So just try accepting everything. Accept for 1 week. Accept everything that happens to you. Don't get upset. Don't have a thought or a judgment or a critique about it. Just accept that it is. And then just see the change that that creates in your life. You'll really find it amazing. Let me know what you're struggling with. If you have some thoughts, shoot me a message. Please share the video. And if you have a topic you'd like me to dissect, I'm happy to help you get unstuck.